Alright guys, welcome back to another pick a card. Today we have 3 piles to choose from. Pile 1 is going to be Bring It Into Form with our crystal quartz. Number 41. Pile 2, you're going to have the selenite with the shock of the new, number 6. And pile 3, you're going to have In the World, Not of the World, number 34, the clear quartz crystal. Take a few minutes, meditate, take a deep breath, let your intuition guide you to the pile or piles that resonate with you today. You can choose one, you can choose all 3, but we are going to have clear, enlightening, divine guidance and messages today. Really opening up our gifts and things that have been in the dark all winter. So take another deep breath and I will meet you at your selected pile. All right. Welcome, pile number 1. You chose number 41, Bring It Into Form, with our quartz crystal today. Very illuminating, very direct, lots of weight. Lots of shimmer, just feeling a lot of expansion, a lot of Sagittarian with the archer's arrow, the point. And I'm also getting a lot of Pisces with the feet here. Beautiful card. This is Alana Fairchild's Sacred Rebel deck. Really getting a lot about physical activity, health. That would make sense with Pisces. Also getting a lot of Capricorn, referring to the bones in her legs, the strength, sturdiness, the foundation of her. Maybe something to do with walking and running will really help your mind and your whole body and your overall health. Maybe you just need a little bit more. Pisces does rule iron phosphate. So when we're low on iron, we are low on oxygen and we're low on, Pisces is restricted, that muted sign Pisces. So maybe you just need a little oxygen, a little blood flow, getting the walking every day. I feel like with Capricorn referring to her foundation, that maybe you have struggled with your health in the recent past. Okay, let's actually pull a card from the Shaman Oracle deck. So it looks like this spring we are expanding our health. We are maybe regaining. Had air creativity fly out. I'm not going to take it because I dropped a few of them. Too many. Let's get some ideas about health, direction. I'm getting a lot of direction for health. I don't know if any of you jump rope. I'm just getting to relay a message not to overdo whatever this is. Don't overexert yourself. Don't over-exercise. Don't exhaust yourself. There's something about the exhaustion of exercise actually backfiring. And to actually have routines and things you really enjoy that don't spike your adrenaline. So I'm really getting a lot of walking slow in nature, walking hills, jogging really lightly, yoga, swimming, dancing. So I'm getting a lot of like aerobic, gentle movement. But even though it's a gentle habit that they're asking you to form, I feel as though this will amplify your health in a lot of ways. I'm just getting a lot about it clearing your mind and flushing out toxins through your blood as you get that movement going. We also have rattle, disperse, and with this disbursement, I kind of get this get going feeling, like this is necessary, this needs to happen, this is an awakening, this is like a hello, wake up. Maybe you've had to sit a lot the past couple of years, maybe you've been working on, online, maybe you are a writer, maybe there's just something about your work that is desk related, or something about your daily life that requires you to either be stationed somewhere or not get the actual flow of energy that you need. So we are having our guides mention that this will be a huge difference in your mood, your sleep, your health, just your overall health. And this is a transformation. I know that this is a small thing to change, but it's actually amazing how many people just don't do it because it is so simple and maybe underwhelming to go for a walk with all of our fast-paced lives these days. It may cross your mind to do this, and you may put it in the back burner. And this is your wake-up call to let you know that just this small change of taking a 10 or 15-minute walk around your neighborhood every day is actually going to help with your creativity, your health, your sleep. And I'm actually getting kind of like an overall renewal. So maybe it'll start out as walking. Maybe you need to work up to exerting yourself. Really getting that a lot, just not pushing too hard, too fast, too far. This also is because if we completely kill ourselves in the first couple rounds of a new habit, we actually deter ourselves from wanting to try it again. So this is telling you, just start soft, start out fun and slow at somewhere you love, and just be consistent, and you could possibly gain strength over time and feel a lot healthier overall just by that gentle walk every day. Maybe you have a dog, maybe you wanted a dog, but these are all things pointing to Virgo, the 6th house, and Pisces, the 12th house. So if you want to check out where those are in your actual chart, that might be helpful for you as well. I'm getting a lot of Aries, the physical exertion too. So yeah, this is definitely about you, about your health, about your body, about what you are slowly, stairs. I'm hearing that stairs are very symbolic of this, like you are gaining strength and climbing. But if stairs are also accessible somewhere to you in your building, your work offices, somewhere in your routine where you can just take one flight of stairs every day, I'm hearing that's one of the most beneficial choices you can make in the day with that incline, and also the metaphor of climbing the stairs is exactly what we're going for right now. Starting wherever we are and just taking one step at a time and gaining all that perspective as we reach our stairway. We have medicine shield, protection at the bottom of the deck. I am getting a lot about not overdoing it, not overwhelming ourselves, not causing that adrenaline spike. So this shouldn't be stressful. This should be something to unwind. This should be something to do maybe with someone you really love. Routinely meeting up with someone for a walk, that will boost the whole effect of everything as well, because you're getting oxytocin, the love chemical, as you're connecting with someone you love while you exercise. So if we do this thing where we have a buddy that we walk with, or we have a dog that we generally take for walks, it's not only giving you a physical release, it's giving you an emotional, spiritual revamp. It'll be a refreshing part of your day. So keep this in the back of your mind. If you're not there yet, if you have had a physical injury, if you have been bedridden or had a serious injury, this is also just echoing that same message of just maybe going outside for 10 minutes every day. I'm just getting that there's been a lot of indoors, in bed, at a desk, or just very isolated, stationary energy, and we're going to shake that up. We're going to kind of start to move our limbs and start to slowly, if you love dancing and walking with a friend or walking your dog would probably be one of the most beneficial things all around, because those activities will give you a boost of not just endorphins, not just oxytocin, but serotonin, dopamine. You're going to get a whole flush of new chemicals in your body if you're doing something you love or with someone you love. So, sorry that was kind of an extensive message in the beginning, but that was very strong. And I am getting with this person here that this is transforming your whole being. So that is very exciting. Very sorry you had to go through a challenge, though. You definitely had a physical challenge. But with the rattle and the snake's tail, the rattle, this is just about divine timing, perfect timing, transformation, coming into who you really are again. Yeah, there's something with the heart. The heart needs to pump. The blood needs to flow. Our blood is full of iron. So if you're low on iron, if you're anemic, if you're just generally fatigued, that could be a thing. General or chronic fatigue, I think, is on the rise the last couple of years. So, yeah, I get it. But this is about unwinding and cleaning things out in a gentle way, kind of enhancing all the good things that you have been through and getting rid of all the energy that is just stuck, sitting in there, in your body, like actually sitting in your body. Yeah, we've got so much Pluto. You definitely need to check what Pluto is in your chart. I don't generally like the notion of Pluto being involved with so much health. It does represent, a transformation, a death. So yeah, we've just got so much purple protection, black protection, Pluto. 43, we have a 7, we have 11, which makes 2. So we do get a Libra, kind of like a soul contract energy coming in. This might be a destined moment that you need to take care of your body. The number 7. And then with transformation with number 2, this is something about your heart, about transforming your Venus. I strongly recommend looking up where your Pluto and your Venus coincide, because I feel like they are either opposite in your chart or they're square in your chart, possibly. I feel like there's some kind of aspect where you taking these years or however long it's been to be more desk-ridden or more stationary. I'm hearing that it had an impact on your heart. So you could be having memory issues. Heart is directly connected with memory. You could jump roping. I'm getting like the heart needs to be re-energized, be reinvigorated. The number 11 is Aquarius, and Aquarius is opposite Leo, the heart. So I feel like there's so much transforming in your life, in your body, your actual body. I feel like these are upgrades. These are soul contracts, destined points. Whatever you have been doing the last few years to be more sedentary lifestyle, I don't think it was your choice. I feel like there was necessary things needed to be taken care of. I feel like those things, whatever they are either less or more cleared up at this point. We do have Cancer at the bottom of the deck. You might work from home. You might just be at a computer a lot. I'm getting a lot about nourishment in this card too, self-care. hygiene, showering, bathing, being around water. So pampering yourself. If you don't go to a spa, if you've never had body work done, this is the time. If you hadn't had body work done in a long time, I highly suggest that right now. This is kind of a detoxing period for the whole planet in general. We're almost to Valentine's Day. We just had Christmas. Everyone's kind of reevaluating everything. Things are leaving with Pisces season, so this is literally the time of the year when we have accumulated so much. And if you're anemic, the holidays definitely have an impact on your energy levels. There's a lot about the blood here. Also with Pluto, there's just a lot about the blood needing either some TLC, some movement. But I'm hearing that just by going for your walk every day, if you live by a beach, if you like jumping rope, if you like dancing, the message today is just to start nourishing yourself. Do not go into adrenaline territory. We're going into unwinding and endorphins and aerobic, gentle exercises that barely break a sweat. If that makes sense. That is such a strong message today. All right. Pull some. Return of Spirit deck. We have death and birth. Okay, so I was a little nervous when I saw so much Pluto here in accordance to health, but we do have rebirth here. And it is Scorpio. It can represent death, of course, but it's more on the scale of a tower moment. That Mars energy. We do have Pisces, which is endings. But this seems like an ending to a rebirth. This is kind of like, I feel like epiphany energy, like you getting an epiphany maybe on one of these beginning outings that you have. So I feel like it's this domino effect or the snowball effect where you just do it once, gently, do it the next day, same, very gently. And you know, you're thinking to yourself, I kind of like this. I get fresh air, it smells so good, and the sun's shining. You get a few minutes to kind of just digest your morning or your afternoon or evening. You also have prayers, so I feel like you have been praying about your health. I feel like there's been some kind of glitch in maybe you are used to being a generally healthy person without much effort, and maybe you're getting into a phase of your life where you're realizing you have to take care of yourself, or maybe you're realizing that you want to have a family, you want to be pregnant, you want to be vibrant and alive, and maybe you're realizing that is taking more effort than it ever has before. We do have a lot of change here with the moon. I'm getting that if you start this now, there's a full moon in 2 weeks, almost exactly, and I'm getting if you start this now, you'll have a totally different outlook on your health in a couple of weeks if you just do this dedicated thing. I'm hearing that for some of you, there's a problem with procrastination. That this is something that you actually might really want to do. Maybe you look outside a lot and you're just like craving to go for like a short walk and you feel kind of chained to your desk or chained to your situation. I feel like this is something that you've wanted to do, maybe, but there's some kind of procrastination element. So I'm getting to maybe do it first thing in the morning. Like make it a part of something first thing in the morning to where you don't even really have to think about it. It is winter time, so I understand that is not as appealing as maybe an afternoon or evening. So whenever that feels best for you, I'm feeling that would be a night and day difference. In a couple of weeks, it will really help your whole body have gotten enough rest to have rested properly. I'm getting that you don't sleep properly because of this problem. So, okay, we're going to move on now. We do have union, so we have birthing and union. I feel like whatever this obligation was, it was an obligation. You definitely stuck with it. I don't feel any part of you leaving. I feel like this is actually your sign to now that it's okay to, you have done your duty, your due diligence, and it's now okay for you to bring what you need into the world, which sounds like just as plain old-fashioned movement. You've just been so still. I feel like your mind has been working. Like you work with some kind of database computers that's also a Virgo element. So I'm getting a lot of Pisces Virgo, like Virgo really taking all of, sacrificing everything for Virgo, for your work, for your routine every week, for your daily life. And now Pisces is like, okay, we did that, check mark. Now we're ending that. I'm hearing there's just like you neglected yourself somehow. We are taking everything that we normally learned and we are starting softly, we're starting slowly, and we are understanding that that's where we have to start. I feel like maybe even you've tried to exert yourself and like made things worse. I'm just getting this picture of like a horse wanting to charge and being stuck in like a stable or in their pen, so I'm getting a lot of antsy restlessness, kind of wishing you could go move around more. So don't worry, this is actually all in your control, and we do have a union. So I think this is for not only you, but I think you play an important role in someone's life. Obviously, it doesn't have to be a partnership, but I feel like if Virgo, this thing that took all your energy, if it's not over, this is a reminder that you need to have more balance in your life, and that if you are going to work at a desk, 40 hours a week, every week, then there needs to be some kind of routine to undo that tension. I'm just getting like a lot of clenching, and the mind just working a lot, and the body not being in balance with that overworked mental state. Beauty. Get some more details. A spells deck. Getting it's time. Maybe it's bin time. I just get like with the moon. It's bin time, and so I really want to also state that it's very admirable to stick with the commitment that is maybe even sucking the life out of you. I feel like this is really important. Whatever you were dedicated to, I feel like it wasn't just something for work, or it wasn't just something. It was something important to you, or something important in general. And so you had to commit to it, and you did. So this is the universe's way of just, they're going to guide you through this change with your health, but they're just here to remind you, there's been a gap in nourishment, there's been a gap in how much you get to receive, and it's taken a toll on your entire health. We do have the horseshoe. That's funny because I was getting a lot about a horse just wanting to charge, just wanting to go forward and being stuck in a stable. And just, revving that engine almost. And then we have a horseshoe next to the foot. So the Celtic and Roman patron goddess of horses and cavalry, as well as fertility, victory, and freedom. Okay, so this is about your freedom, your health, freedom with your health, being able to. I'm getting that you live somewhere and that's maybe why you've been aching to go outside. And I'm getting that this is your cue. This is your cue now to make it a daily thing. We do have Falcon at the bottom of the deck with messages today. mystic bird of communication,
revered
as a symbol
of power.
You might see a lot of birds in general, but when you start going outside more, I feel like the birds will be giving you little signals, little signs. You might collect feathers. I definitely do. I collect feathers a lot, and I think of birds as one of the most sacred animals. They're one of my favorites. Okay, we do have someone coming through in this with you. Yeah, there's a counterpart energy, even with the two legs. I'm getting like there was two sides to your life, and you had to kind of live in a certain way that maybe you know, maybe it isn't in your element. I don't feel like this, whatever this was part of how you usually live your life. I feel like you are wanting to go back to freedom, health, vitality. There's just someone else here. There's just a two energy. And I get that with your work and health. But, I'd like one more card. Alright. These cards are being difficult. Maybe we shouldn't get another card? I feel like I would like one more detail about either this person or what this person is going to be for. Okay. Alrighty. So I gotta say, I'm getting kind of like an agitated energy with the guides coming through. I'm just going to be honest. So we have three muses. You've been working on something. And it's coming in. It needs you to be in tip-top shape as well. This is specifically about poetry, comedy, and singing. So using your voice. Using your wit. And maybe you also write. I was getting writing a lot. We have so much about Sagittarius here. I was just getting that with the point, the archer's arrow point. Another arrow here. Got the Sagittarius horseshoe. There's just so much Sagittarius. Coming through with Pluto. Sagittarius does have a lot to do with eyesight. If you wear glasses, if you're far or nearsighted. I believe Sagittarius, that's a farsighted trait. So if you need glasses, maybe you have never had glasses, and that would be helpful. I'm getting something about head, being overwhelmed. Computers are coming through. Technology is coming through with Aquarius. You've been sitting. We also have the spider and clearing with Kiffy. So we had a lot come out. I was feeling like frustration, like maybe I shouldn't get any more details. We had more cards, more tarot. But then we had a bunch of cards fly out. Muses, spider weaving with her magic, and Kiffy with clearing, magical clearing. So something clearing out. You are as diligent as the spider. I feel like you have been in work mode. You've been committed. I'm sorry to say, I feel a lot of neglect for your health. And like maybe you don't usually eat out. Maybe you have been like full on like sleuth mode. I'm getting a lot of detective work with Pluto here. Maybe you like something, like solving something. Maybe it is to do with your health. Something a mystery illness, perhaps. I just get that you've just been focused, so laser focused. But now the body needs to balance, and it's so that you can continue to birth whatever this is into the world. And there is clearing. There's someone else here. Maybe they don't live next to you. I'm getting Sagittarius, faraway places. There's another person. They're not with you right now. You're definitely alone, but this is a wake-up call for your health. And something that you've been praying about. Getting sand in the beach. Waves in the ocean. Oh, I just heard a vacation's coming. Oh, I just got so many goosebumps. Oh, that was so cool. Okay. Oh, I need some tarot now. This is getting juicy.
This is getting juicy.
So you've been a hard-working, busy bee. You do need to attend to your health. There's someone else coming through. There's definitely feelings. I'm gonna say like caring feelings. And I do sense the transformation. I'm getting a lot of Pluto transformation energy all around in your life. So if this person doesn't live near you now, it doesn't even have to be a significant romantic person. Getting a distance from someone. I just got that Cancer card that we saw earlier flashing my mind. This could be someone that you deeply care about. It could be more fair-skinned. I'm just getting a fair person. If they are not fair in complexion and tone and the coloring of their hair and eyes, then I'm getting that they're just a very soft presence. Maybe it's actually hard to reach them sometimes. I'm getting that they live a distance. There's a little bit of constricting energy. But I'm getting that they want to reconnect. They want to maybe reach out and offer this trip or offer to get away with you for a while. I feel like they understand that you have been going through something for a long time. Perhaps they have been as well. If they're not able to be near you at this time, I'm kind of getting the fact that they have also been in the same Capricorn, Pisces energy of this never-ending commitment that they can't see the end of, and it just seems like it's sucking everything out of them. Okay, so I love the clarity that this is bringing through. And we got Pisces. Of course, so much Pisces in this reading. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. All the water signs are actually coming out right now. We've got Pluto transforming all your water signs. And I definitely feel like this has been wanted. Like you've wanted this. But I still get this feeling right now of this suspension. This hangman energy of not being quite upright or stationed yet. We're still in Pisces. We're still going through it a little bit. Looks like. Hello. Sorry, I'm so weird. And yeah, we've got the Seven of Cups with a lot of Neptunian energy. Not sure what's going to happen. Maybe you and this person haven't really been speaking that much lately. Get that one. The Neptune, muted Mercury. I am getting either Mercury retrograde or muted Mercury in this connection. At least right now. But that's we have Saturn in Pisces right now. Saturn is the 10th house, and how we see the world in Pisces is debilitated Mercury and not seeing, not communicating things. Sometimes at all. Sometimes refraining from communication, but definitely having miscommunication. That's definitely a thing right now with everybody. So I understand this kind of contemplative. I feel like on your walks that you're going to go on, this will really clear up things that you're feeling and get you going on this new cycle with Pisces, because Pisces is the end of a cycle. Scorpio is transformation. Okay. I'm just going to be honest. I get some conflicting energies with the Two of Swords. Yeah. This has been a back and forth with Sagittarius. I'm definitely getting that. That's so funny how it like turns into her face. But yeah, so we've got a lot of Cancer with the moon. I am getting
I am getting,
it's funny, I was feeling that from just the guides in general earlier, just this Two of Swords energy, like not wanting to say too much, or maybe like or maybe having some things to say that they're holding back. Yeah, I'm getting the air, the Two of Air is about communication, and the Two is just about this like back and forth, push and pull, something of that nature. Okay, so not to worry. We are in Saturn and Pisces. I just talked about how Mercury is debilitated right now, so it's natural. It really is kind of the process that we all have to go through right now to better communicate on a different level. Like sometimes this debilitated Mercury is for us to reinvent ways to communicate better, clearer, more enunciated. So it's a good period of reflection, but I am letting you know that all this confusion is going to evaporate either on its own as you take charge of your new routine, or just with time. I'm not sure when we get to leave Pisces with Saturn. I have to check on what Saturn is going to be doing. Do have six of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This is all about letting go. Hello.
Oh, hello.
See what she's letting go of? Okay, so I feel like we're letting go of opinions. We're letting go. So the Six of Air, I did see that the King of Pentacles is sitting behind all this energy. But I feel like with the Air, this is about words. Again, with communication. Letting go of maybe outside opinions, others' opinions. There's just kind of this detachment from either how enveloped and wrapped up we were in something, and kind of going for our walks, letting the confusion dissipate, letting go of confusion. Even if we have something we can't figure out, we're letting it go because this is a new chapter. We've been in this kind of stage for a while, this period of holding on, maybe with the Five of Swords. Okay, so we're moving on to the Six of Swords. We're letting go. I'm getting a lot of mental. This is a lot about mental well-being. All of it. Physical and mental well-being. Might be coming into union with the King of Pentacles. Maybe this is a project you've been working on and they are here to support you. Maybe they do live far away. But whatever union this is, whatever kind of collaboration this is going to turn into, it can't take place in the way it's supposed to. It can't live up to the potential it's supposed to have if you are lackluster. I just saw the Four of Swords. If you haven't rested, I'm getting a lot about your sleep and your health. So just like you might wake up a lot in the night. You might have a lot of problems with getting deep sleep where you are in REM cycle. You might have felt really tired for a long time. That's kind of what new parents go through. They don't get that REM sleep for a while. We do have birthing on the table. I'm not getting much about a pregnancy, but that does happen every day. But I'm getting more about project work, this other person kind of being conscious of your ethic, your work ethic, or maybe your passion, and wanting to come in and either give you a break give you a hug. I'm just getting they want to come in and kind of just like be soft to you. Maybe
be soft to you.
Maybe that Aries fly out on me.
That Aries fly out on me.
Just getting that Aries Emperor energy.
Just getting that Aries Emperor energy.
So I was just talking about that passion. I love Aries and Pluto together. Very powerful. Yeah, this person wants to come in and tell you how much they missed you, or just give you a break, or just have a nice weekend with you. I'm getting. But you do need to incorporate this new routine. This is going to be something that maybe you need to do the rest of your life. I get that this is something that you should always do. This is just basic routine health, you know? If you like to walk in the mall, you can walk in the mall. I'm just getting that there should be movement every day that breaks you into a different mindset and loosens you up, okay? So this will help everything. Cards. And we have, at the bottom of the deck, opposite Aries, we have Libra, Justice. This is all about balance. This is about mental, physical balance. This is about balance between you and this other person. I was getting that all through the beginning about the two dynamic back and forth. And it's just that the scales have been either tipped one way or the other for way too long, or maybe they've just been going back and forth. And this is about coming into understanding with yourself, caring for yourself, and maybe caring for this other person once you're able to care for yourself. You definitely care for them. You're definitely a hard worker. You've sacrificed. We have two cardinal signs coming out. It's funny because we had Virgo, Pisces energy. Now we have Libra, Aries. Polar opposites. We have two cardinal opposites. This is all about life balance, work-life balance. So whatever kind of like opinions are around, I feel like there's like some other. Also with the two, I feel like there's what you're focused on, and then there's like a lot of noise and a lot of confusion around that, opinions maybe. That's what I'm really feeling. But letting go, totally letting go of maybe our mental angst. You could be going back and forth with yourself a lot, Libra. Libra is the most indecisive sign, and they will go back and forth forever if they can, because they want to make the right choice, they want to make a fair choice, they want, it's justice. So poor indecisive Libras, you gotta just start with your physical health. And Aries with your mental, Aries are very smart, they use their third eye a lot, and you gotta balance that out with your physical nature. This is a really beautiful reading. Yep, got Two of Swords twice. Okay, so there could be like multiple people, places, or things that are giving you either input or maybe this is all about your inner environment too, just your relationship with yourself, period. Your mental, physical relationship with yourself, and your relationship with the outside world versus yourself. I know that was a lot, but we are. That's all life is really this or that. Up or down, back or forth. Okay, so just know that you're about to go forward. Spring is coming. March for Aries. We are transforming, letting go, coming back upright, coming up balanced, and we're going to be more in wonder and not more wondering. We're going to be more in awe and not be so much aw shucks. Okay, so much aw shucks. Holy cow. Got more Pluto energy at the bottom of the deck. This is a huge transformation for you. Huge Phoenix energy, Emperor energy. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you do, but you are coming back into yourself. This is about you and your body and yourself. There is so much Pluto energy.
is so much Pluto energy.
Wow.
Wow.
I can't help it. I need one more. One more piece of info. I just want to know. A detail about this other person. Or how this can come into fruition. Just want another detail. Please, Spirit. Guide our pile number ones. What is this Libra relationships energy about? We get a number 7 energy change card as well. There's a lot of Libra echoing. Some information about this person or the outcome of the situation. Oh my gosh. Sometimes I wish you could see me shuffle because it's pretty crazy. It's half the fun, but we had authority. Mars in Capricorn. Show up. I'm sorry, but you need to check your Capricorn placements because you are someone to be known. You are someone to be known for sure. Whatever you've been working on, you might have to release it into the world. Because this is a card all about taking your power back, not just taking it back, but giving it back. Empowering other people, bringing other people along with what you know, serving. Capricorn, ultimately, the earth signs are all about service. Getting things done. So much Mars, so much Pluto. Total transformation. And you might become the king or queen of your palace, What a card to end on. This has been such a fun reading. And maybe expect that vacation. Status, For real, status. What the heck?
For real, guys.
Wow. I'm blown away.
Wow.
You could get it all. You could have one of those. This could be your year where everything kind of falls into place for you. Jupiter and Taurus, more Earth. Getting a lot about work and a partnership. That 2 and 10. Got so much Earth, so much transformation. Yeah, this person isn't here yet. They're coming.
This person isn't here yet. They're coming.
Wow.
They're coming.
I have so many goosebumps right now.
At
the bottom of our deck, we have protection. I just have straight chills from my toes to my head right now. We might need a little bit more protection. We do have the more Aries energy and more Cancerian energy, but we might need protection with this Pluto card. I don't know what's been going on with your health, but you've been looked after, and this is more of just that. It's your guidance looking after you, letting you know it's time to start moving around, getting that blood flowing. If you are anemic, you need to maybe take a look at that right now. This is the month because we've had limited sunshine, and anemics need sun. You are a tigress or a tiger. You are a tigress or a tiger. I'm getting so much a Leo, but Sagittarius with because Sagittarius is about exotic, faraway places, and this isn't just any cat. This is the tiger.
This isn't just any cat. This is
every animal in the cosmos knows what this is. You are meant to be known.
What this is,
you are meant to be seen. Your hard work is meant to be known.
Your hard work is meant to be known.
This was a very fun reading. I really hope to get updated on your health situation. It's so dynamic with the polarities and the other person coming in with Libra balance. I'm just in awe, really, because we started out with these 2 legs, trying to go forward. Just like one step in front of the other, you can do it. And then we arrive at all this transformation, this solid earth, and this publicity of you and this person really coming into your own together. Prayers, birthing,
you own
I
together.
mean, there's clearing, there's love, there's muse. Like we did have poetry, comedy, and singing. So I don't know what you and this person do together, but maybe it's time for a break, a laugh, just time to get away, a little vacation. I'm all for it.
Little vacation.
It's been a long time coming.
I think it's been a long time.
This project's kind of taken all your juice. So please take care of yourselves, pile number one. I am so
take care of yourselves, pile
enthralled with this. It really resonated with me on a certain level as well. So I will be looking at your comments, seeing what kind of details that you have for me in this reading, and if you have any other piles you'd like to read, they will be on the way.
They will be on the way.
Thank you guys. Thank you, Spirit, for illuminating.
Thank you guys. Thank you, Spirit, for illuminating.
If you like this reading, please just hit like, subscribe, and I will catch you guys at your next reading.
And I will catch you guys at your next.
All right, pile twos, welcome to your reading. If you chose Shock of the New, number 6, this is going to be your reading. Get a lot about the throat chakra, music, and the solar plexus here. Also have our selenite, palm stone. This is a lot about expanding what already is. So we have to be careful when using selenite because it can clear energies, but it more is just about expanding energies. So it's also not waterproof. I don't know why that's important. But it's funny because the oils in our hand will slowly make selenite dissipate. It's not waterproof. So it's funny. I'm getting like a lot of caution. Like, careful, it's not waterproof. And also careful, it expands everything, not just beneficial things. It's very interesting. So we got 2 like cautious messages. We do have Virgo here with the number 6. So okay, that totally makes sense. Virgo's like, yeah, just make sure you tell them the fine details. Talk about the fine print. All right. Shock of the New. You could possibly be a singer, a musician. You could do comedy. You could do some kind of stand-up. You could post online. You could be something with social media. But obviously we're getting a lot of music with this card specifically. I'm also being guided to mention her heart chakra right below her throat. Her heart chakra is actually, I feel like the chakra above her head is even kind of amplified right now. Ooh, that's very cool. So, yeah, her throat chakra is lit up, her third eye is lit up, and you can tell her heart is totally aligned. With the piano wrapping behind the ears and it being a part of her head, I get that you have family members or ancestors that are very proficient in music, that this is somewhere in your DNA. Okay, so if you have gone your whole life without being I almost said magician. You've gone your whole life without being a magician, musician, then this might be your first sign that something that you might just naturally enjoy. Maybe you just listen to a lot of music, but with the sunflowers and the rapping piano, I get that it's part of your soul, it's part of your DNA, it's part of your family line, and it is really going to come out and shine when her solar plexus, your solar plexus, really gets aligned as well with this purpose. I feel like this is all aligned. It's like built in to you. Like you have this musician quality built in, is what I heard. That's so cool. Musicians are like gods, you know? They have to channel, they have to write, they have to intuitively bring down ideas from the ethers. You know, there is a magician quality to that. There's like a godlike quality to being a musician. You literally have to make something out of nothing, and you have to perfect it, and it lives on forever. You know, like music is one of the most amazing art forms. It can transport us back to different places and time. I did see a documentary a long time ago about Alzheimer's patients being treated with their favorite music that they listened to in the youth, and it bringing back their memories out of Alzheimer's and these dementia. So anyway, music's very powerful. It lives on forever. Vibration never stops. You know, it just keeps resonating on and on and on. So everything we put out in the universe is there forever. By the way, everything we say and everything we put out there is living there forever. It's almost immortal. I'm getting a lot of Aquarius coming through with Virgo. Okay, let's pull a card and stop talking for a second. Okay. Ooh. So, you know how we just said all of her upper chakras are aligned to her heart, to her crown? Ooh, crown. I'm getting something about a crown. You might get an award for this someday. I'm not saying anytime soon, I'm just saying this might be something that you're recognized for someday. But her upper chakras are all aligned, and the past, our lower world, is all about lower chakras. So there's a bringing in together of past experiences, maybe heavier experiences, and alchemizing them into art, into music, into poetry, into feeling. And ooh, I get that, like, okay, Virgo came in really strongly just now as a young girl. I'm almost getting like kind of the age of like Gemini. You know how Aries is the baby, Taurus is the toddler, Gemini is the young adolescent. I'm getting like something happened, something significant happened when you were younger, is what I'm getting. Around 7, 8. Okay, so something happened when you were younger. It doesn't have to be that time of your life, but you're alchemizing that, putting it towards a passion, putting it towards something you love. Look at all this bird energy. So Gemini also rules the birds. Singing. You might have bird tattoos. Because to come with a birth, we will have to go through a transformation, which is Pluto. And Pluto does have to do with tattoos. I don't know why that just guided me to tattoos, but if you do have bird tattoos, I feel like that is significant. And this is a time of your life when you are taking all this old, heavy, kind of like I'm hearing it is what it is. You're taking it at face value. You're alchemizing it. I feel like it was something really ugly. I'm so sorry. I don't want to go into the details really because everyone's journey, this is a general reading and everyone's going to be different. I don't want to get any more specific about trauma, but this is almost a card about trauma. Something happening, something that's almost you were not able to digest, Virgo. Something happening that wasn't digestible, wasn't feasible for our mind at the time. I feel like it puts you through some kind of phase of your life where you withdrew and went into hermit mode with Virgo number 6. Yeah, definitely, 100%. So we're coming through a rebirth, a channel. We're channeling new inspiration to give back. Yeah, there's a lot about Gemini here. Channeling, alchemizing, Scorpio, rebirth. Yeah, so at the bottom of the deck we have Awaken with the drum. Wow, there's like so many musical instruments in this reading so far. I've only pulled a couple cards, but all musical instruments so far. We are definitely awakening something. There's like a seed that was planted when you were young. I'm not talking about the trauma, whatever that trauma was, but there's a different seed planted when you were young, probably an infant. A circumstance or a memory. I feel like you had a love of music before anything happened in your life. I feel like this is almost a random event, whatever this heavy thing was. It might have been something that shifted your perspective through childhood. Doesn't have to. I also get some of you, there's a group of people that haven't thought about all this for a long time. Like this happened a long time ago. We put it underneath, the rug at the back of our minds, and I'm getting a tower moment happened, and so now this is all surfacing, or it has surfaced, or it's been surfacing, and I'm getting like Virgo can't digest it quick enough, can't deal with it quick enough. I'm getting a lot of youth, like you didn't have the tools, maybe like the psychological tools necessary to handle whatever happened, but I don't feel like either you processed it at the time, or if you did, you are actually bringing that up for inspiration to fuel you. It's kind of like part of your life's purpose to alchemize whatever this is for yourself. Because I do feel like it's not a coincidence that you just happen to play music. I feel like this is part of your DNA. Something was planted in your consciousness when you were younger. I feel like in your family. I feel like there's a lot of instruments around. I feel like you do come from a musical or expressive family. I'm getting a lot of Leo, a lot of Scorpio, a lot of Gemini. So Gemini is our brothers and sisters, and the inspiration we get from our immediate surroundings, our immediate relatives. Leo is our family and how, our pride and what we generally are proud of. Our heart, it's our innocence and our pure inner child. It's also the father, the pride of the lion. And we're getting a lot of Scorpio, so it's like transformation, something that was hidden from you. I don't feel like you've tapped into this gift of yours to the extent or the potential that you even could. I don't feel like that's happened yet. That's why it's the shock of the new. It's like you've been sitting in neutral with this gift literally your whole life. I get that you've always had a passion for it, but you've never done it. You've never gone for it. And all this inspiration coming up from the past, I get the feeling that you naturally get this inclination to turn it into art. And one of those art forms that's going to be the most powerful, Pluto, is your music or your voice or something that you project out with your voice. If you do meditations, if you really resonate with sound baths and more of this nourishing sound frequency healing, because that is a whole industry, sound healing. I'm getting that could be really beneficial for you and your lower chakras especially. I'm getting the lower chakras are the ones that are linked with trauma and our needs and our creativity. So if that's blocked or if that's jammed, then our higher chakras are just going to spin, and all this inspiration that we gather won't ever hit the ground. It won't ever actually take root. Do you see all these roots too? Like we have all this really dark, gangy, like rooty, dark, earthy, heavy energy there. Getting like a lot of Capricorn. And then we just have birth renewal with all this light and this innocent child and this seed sprouting. Like it's just total polar opposites. I can't believe it. So cool. Yes, this renewal will be a shock to you. I feel like you aren't even really taking it seriously right now. I feel like it's still in the stages where you dream about it or you think about it or you don't take yourself seriously in this yet. I feel like that hasn't happened. The lower chakras also have to do with the drum, clearing out the root chakra, specifically the root chakra. And once that happens, once this all clears and aligns and your ideas can actually take root and you can share them. Because if they take root, we're talking about recording, we're talking about, files downloading and uploading and, these actual actions that put our music out in the world. So we could still be in dream phase where we're not really serious about it yet, but we are definitely coming into a realization that A, you're gifted, B, you're passionate, and C, you're alchemizing some kind of experience. And I'm not talking about any experience. This tree is really old. These roots are really thick and wound up and just, this is old. So either something came to light that was very old information, or this was very depressing. It was too mature for you at the time. I'm just getting that there was something kind of given to you that was above your psychological ability at the time to process or digest what it was. And so we're here now, re-earthing it, kind of bringing it back up to breathe at the surface, not wanting to relive it because I feel like you've already done whatever kind of therapy you need to do. I feel like this is more just for you, not to necessarily heal. I feel like you've done the healing. I feel like this is about you being a part of the world again in a way that you are proud of with Leo. Like extremely proud of. This is going to be about your writing, your music, your ideas. It's just going to be about your baby, really. I'm not really surprised that we have a birth here because this is going to be your passion project, your love child. I don't even know what title you want to give it, but I'm getting a lot about destiny. Capricorn, I'm getting a lot about destiny here. I'm going to pull some Black Lilith. Already 15 minutes into this. Alright, guys. Yeah, musicians have to channel. There has to be a pathway from your head to your heart. And for it to actually root and take form, there has to be a connection from your heart to your sacral and root chakra. Okay, so all your chakras have to be cleared out. I am getting the solar plexus specifically. Leo, solar plexus specifically needs clearing. Bottom of the deck, we have Aquarian energy with Uranus. We also have the number 9 for Sagittarius, which is higher learning. Okay. I feel like you're not taking this as seriously as maybe you will in the future. Right now, you're still kind of playful with it, which is good. You should always be playful. But with this Uranus card, I feel like you're not even going to see it coming. I feel like you'll post something, or you'll release something, you'll finish something, and I feel like after maybe a couple, I'm going to take this was at the bottom of the deck actually, so I'm actually not going to keep it out. But I get that either you're going to get discovered, or it's just going to be a very odd, with Aquarius, a very odd way of either getting noticed or posting somewhere you wouldn't normally. I feel like you take a leap of faith with this Uranus card. Like all of a sudden, out of the blue, you take a leap of faith, and then all of a sudden, out of the blue, this odd thing happens where someone resonates with you, it clicks. I feel like a lot of Aquarian energy, like you're going to be online. I feel like people will see. This is just like a bolt of lightning, and we have Destiny, the Yod of Destiny underneath Uranus here. I haven't even pulled any cards yet. This is just the bottom of the deck. And honestly, all the energy is just lightning fast, out of nowhere. Kind of an odd situation, like something peculiar, like you don't usually do this, or like go to this site, or you're not usually this kind of person to put yourself out there, but all of a sudden you decide to, and all of a sudden someone notices. That's the message I'm getting. So let's pull some actual cards. And we have actual Aquarius on the top of the deck. So yeah, whatever like this thing was that happened, it was too mature for you. It was not. And everything happens for a reason. It was meant for you. It's like nothing that happens to us is, coincidence. This was to serve you now. Whatever happened then was to serve you now. But I am getting that you will be seen and noticed. There's like a huge online platform that you will be seen on, and it will happen suddenly out of the blue. It's just like meant to happen. Okay, so if you really resonate with the Leo energy, the Lion energy, I get that you are a performer of some kind, like just naturally. Maybe you have a lot of personality. I do get that here with these two cards, just like youthful. A lot of ideas, a lot of like just natural passion. Saturn does rule Aquarius, so even with this Uranus card, it's a reference to Saturn. Uranus and Saturn both rule Aquarius. So where one is, the other one is always. And we do have the Saturn return with age. So whatever this was, you were not mature enough to deal with it then. It caused a lot of pain through your upbringing, I'm hearing, just kind of doing damage control psychologically. We don't have to get into any of the trauma. We're here now. This is your new start. This is a rebirth, and someone is going to notice you. It's definitely, it doesn't have to be a male, and it doesn't have to be an older male. It could just be someone of authority. You have 50, the number 50 here with Saturn. It could just be someone of authority in the right place at the right time. Maybe you end up at the right place at the right time. And this authority figure just happens to notice, just happens to reach out. We do have the most mature air sign here, Aquarius. So I am getting a lot of like online. Everything online happens really fast anyway. So that would explain like the lightning speed with Uranus. And yeah, I feel like with Saturn, there might even be a little more work that you need to do. I feel like because we're still in this kind of like daydreaming about it phase, there's either like more writing to do, more serious, like if you play piano, if you play guitar. I'm just getting a very like musically diverse person. So you could possibly play a lot of instruments, but there's something about like taking what you're already really good at, solidifying it, and giving it roots, giving it some kind of foundation. So if you do a lot of poetry, if you do a lot of writing, a lot of just playing around, this might be the time where you set up a Patreon account. You might set up some kind of YouTube channel. I feel like either any online platform that you intuitively are drawn to, I feel like is your platform, and it's kind of just the place you need to be, the right place at the right time. There's just some kind of online platform where it's going to be a destined right place at the right time. So exciting. I need, let's pull two more from the Black Lilith. Do you have home? I was kind of Yeah, this is something you do at home. I feel like this is, look at this tree is right beneath this blooming seed right here. So I feel like the DNA you were blessed with, this musical gift, I feel like it is to serve either your legacy or your family. Maybe you will be the first in your family to kind of do this professionally, even though it seems that a lot of you have this gift naturally. Maybe you'll be the only one to take it seriously. Maybe you'll be the only one to get a record deal. I just get that this is like really, really good for your roots. Okay, so we have these roots up here with the past that are all mangled and just like, they're hard and they're knotted and they're wound up. And then we have the fourth house, which is actual roots, actual home, actual mother, with 28 making 10, referencing its polar opposite Capricorn. Holy moly. So this is something for your legacy. This is something for your family to cherish forever. I'm getting so much about Aquarius and how music, once it's out there, it's there forever. Royalties, I'm getting a lot of Leo. Royalties, a foundation, a financial foundation for your family. This, like, I thought this was like a hobby that was gonna like make you really abundant, but this seems like a destiny that you're meant. This is about a legacy. This is actually bigger than you, I'm feeling. At first, I thought this was just a hobby that was going to take, professional form, but I feel like I'm talking to someone that I might hear about someday. I feel like I'm talking to someone that, I might randomly hear their music one day and I will never know that they read this reading. I just feel like I will hear of this person, whoever you are, because the Aquarian energy is all about being known and being solidified forever in this kind of like immortal online presence. And that's exactly what happens when musicians pass on. They get royalties. It's kind of just this ongoing, they can make money after they're dead, basically. And this is about whatever happened. This is not only giving you new roots, this is giving you a new lease on life. This is about where you retreat, where you nourish yourself, and where you come back to recharge your batteries. So you might not have had that for a very long time because we get so much Uranus, Saturn. This was a long, hard journey. We're alchemizing it now. I feel like it's going to give itself back to you now. But there is a point you need to get with seriousness. Oh my gosh. And then we have frickin' the 10th house Capricorn. Holy cow. This is all Capricorn except for this fourth house roots. So yes, this was a mature lesson. I'm getting a lot of shaman energy with the Capricorn. Like you could, like maybe this was a kind of a trauma that needed, you could have taken routes in the past couple of years like ayahuasca. I'm just getting that this was a heavy thing. It's like something like PTSD trauma kind of thing. And you are alchemizing it to make joy for people in the world. Like that's the ultimate Chiron experience, is healing exactly what happened to you and helping everyone heal exactly that, giving it back. So we have the dichotomy and the polarity of Cancer and Capricorn, home and work, home and nourishing yourself and being in the public eye. We literally have an eye here. And if you haven't gone through your Saturn retrograde yet, then I think most of you have, though. If you haven't gone through your Saturn return yet, I feel like you might be worried or like you're expecting the worst almost. And if you haven't gone through your Saturn return yet, there's an element to your childhood that already played into your Saturn return. That's exactly what I'm hearing, is like you might think that you have all these new challenges that you haven't even gone through yet, and you're absolutely right. But it's not in the sense of losing everything like you did. I feel like at one point with Saturn when you were young, there was a loss of like mental peace. There was a loss of pure, like innocent passion. There was because there was a lot of confusion and hurt. I feel like the hurt and confusion, and maybe there was mental back and forth, I feel like that took up all of your gift. And I feel like you have never realized this gift that you have. I feel like you've never tapped into it seriously until now, almost as like a survival mechanism is what I'm getting. It's very interesting. Like you picked it up for it to just be therapy, and it turns out it's your destiny. Like this, like you getting hurt, you alchemizing everything, and you putting it back out. Nothing about it, not a second of that was wasted on coincidence. It was purely your solid path. Like solid, like Saturn is concrete. It is forever. It is set in stone. We have destiny. This was never going to be something that you may or may not do. This was never going to be something that you may or may not heal from. This is something where you are the mission to bring this full circle. I'm getting so many full circles to the point where maybe that's why you have the circle stone today, clearing out, amplifying, because you've done the work already. I feel like you've made so much peace with this Capricorn, and whatever this really ugly thing, this trauma was when you were younger, I feel like it's so full circle at this point that it's just not even funny. That's why we have amplifying energy, and why I felt so cautious at the beginning of this with Virgo, number 6, because it's like, hey, be gentle. Like I've been through a lot, and I've been through the work. I've looked at this very closely. I have felt it with my whole heart. I understand it now. There's nothing about this holding you back, even though it's heavy Saturn, concrete, set in stone. I feel like it's now what used to hold you back, what used to make you feel heavy and depressed, is now your foundation. I feel like this is so rock solid for you to stand on, because you have... Oh, I'm getting emotional. Wow. This is so rock solid for you now. Wow. So they're not telling me what the PTSD was, but they are letting me know how you felt. And I just feel like I want to cry right now. I also get this feeling of elated joy, overjoyed, tears of joy, tears of joy. Like your nightmare is turning into your backbone. The worst thing that ever happened to you is now becoming one of the best things that's ever happened to you. Wow, I'm getting so emotional. I feel a lot of tears cried. Yeah. They just let me know how you felt through that whole thing. And I just wish I could give you the biggest hug. But I also want to give you a high five, because you did it on your own. This fresh start, these roots, are because you went into hermit mode. I can tell you were partially depressed for a very long time, and you did the work anyway. You committed, and these roots are going to grow through your concrete, and they're going to be the strongest roots in your family, I'm hearing. The strongest roots in your family. So you could have had something traumatic happen with family. We're just going to kind of leave that there. But I feel like the family element, Leo specifically, has been coming through since the first second of this reading. And I feel like the family element, the father aspect, is going to be better than ever. There's so much pride. There's so much pure passion from that inner child. it's amazing. Like your inner child is being rebirthed. Your inner child gets to play again because you, from a very young age, I'm hearing, had to take things very seriously. It was a no-nonsense situation. I kind of get this heavy feeling on my chest. So I feel like a heartbreak kind of feeling. Like a heartbreak, young. And that's all turning around. Okay, before we go, we're already 30 minutes in. I just want to pull some more clarifying cards. Holy cow. What a message. Like, all of these messages have just been really powerful so far. But, I mean, that took the cake for sure. Wow. Empathy is such a powerful tool. I don't know if any of you guys do tarot or channel, but empathy is one of the most powerful tools that we have as humans, and I appreciate my guides letting me know how you felt, but I want you to know that now that I've felt that, I am ready to feel how you feel when you're elated with this news. I almost couldn't detach from that emotion, that feeling. I felt so much inner child hurt. So, I am very happy for you. I'd like to get Spirit some more confirmation or some clarifying cards about the situation for pile number 2s today. One more shuffle. Getting a lot of right place, right time. Right place, right time. Oh, look at this. Yeah. So we have a rainbow, manifest. It's so funny because I feel like you've never tapped into this gift seriously, but I feel like it's been a passion since you were even so young. Before any of this happened, I feel like you were kind of like this rainbow child, I'm hearing. Your head and your heart are very connected. I hear that you can manifest things very easily and you manifest well. I hear that you manifest wisely. Yeah, I'm getting Gemini and Sagittarius. A lot of polar opposites today in all these readings, but I am getting a lot with like this 4-leaf clover, lucky kind of energy, and the rainbow kind of bringing me around Sagittarius energy. Just pure joy. Like this is purely from the heart. Green, the heart chakra, manifest. Like her heart chakra, I feel like it's not as bright. Oh, I don't want to mess all this up. Oh, gimme. Her heart isn't as bright as the rest of her chakras yet. It's getting there. I feel like you even maybe, I feel like there was a way that you got through really difficult things. I'm getting kind of like a survival mechanism or a closure mechanism or some kind of like something you did to get through some of these really dark, depressing times. I'm so sorry for what you had to go through. We all have things that really put us on our path. You just happen to have a very, I don't want to say extreme path, but you definitely have a dynamic journey, and it's going to be a story to tell for sure. And I can't help but feel like I'm talking with someone who I might hear their music someday. I feel like this is a person who I'm going to hear about mainstream, getting super mainstream, shock of the new. Like you didn't even realize your own power potential. I get the feeling that a lot of people did. get the feeling that like you were so consumed with this thing that you didn't even see your own gift. We have up at the bottom of the deck, ironically, and I feel like things are only going to go up from here. Sorry, I'm not going to take that card. I forgot it's at the bottom of the deck. I do want one card though. Yeah, we have pure innocence. You have an innocent heart, and I feel like that is why you have been chosen to write music, to write in general, to express yourself, and to put that out in some kind of art form, because you are gifted and this is meant for you. And this whole healing was meant to happen as well. This is bigger than you. This is something to do with your family, your legacy, your life after you're gone. I'm getting so much about royalties with Leo. I'm getting like fame, and even if you don't reach mainstream, like maybe if you don't become the next Taylor Swift or Beyonce, I feel like you will get a chance to make it onto the platforms that maybe you never even dreamed of. So, you know, it's not necessarily that you're going to become Beyonce, but I mean, with these cards, I think anything is possible for you. If you want to be a dancer, if you want to be a performer, an entertainer, that Leo energy here with its opposite Aquarius, I just feel like you're meant to be on that platform, and it's going to be perfect timing. Perfect timing. We're not done yet. Okay, let me know where this beautiful, beautiful path is taking pile number 2. Some details about what their music is about, or what their passion is about, who this person could be. Some kind of detail, please. And we have the sun wanting to fly. Okay. We're getting so much about Leo right now. Your solar plexus needs clearing, I'm still hearing. So wherever Leo is in your chart, I would 100,000% check it. Check it out. You could have Leo in Aquarius. You could have Leo in Capricorn. For the people who are doing this reading, if this is really something that interests you, you would like more personal information on, because this is a super general reading meant for a select few. I mean, honestly, this is only meant for who it's meant for. Oh my gosh. You're stepping into the sunnier time of your life. All this darkness, the sun is coming out. We have fortune, and we have the wheel of the year. Okay? This is your time to shine. Literally, this is your time to shine. The sun is coming out, casting warmth, new life on all of the shadows, all the darkness, all the heaviness, manifesting with the pure heart, bringing more equilibrium into your destiny. We all have to take winding paths, but I feel like you're coming into this clearing, and it's going to bring absolute miracles. I feel like if you've needed a miracle is here. It's coming. It's on the way this year. So right now we're in February. All right. Right now we're in February. I want to see when this might happen. When this might happen. Pull some tarot. Very exciting. I'm not really getting much about what kind of music. If anything, I'm getting really peaceful music. I'm getting something about guitar and piano. You might meet somebody too, this person, right place, right time. You might meet someone that produces music or is another musician. You could, duet with someone. You could perform with someone. But this journey that you had to take through your psyche, through childhood, that psychological journey you took it solo, completely alone. You were never alone because you always had your ancestors with you. I'm hearing that they knew of your journey and they were with you the whole time. You were never alone at any second of that journey. Even now, as I speak about them, they are surrounding you. But this other person, they may help you in more ways than one. They may give you recognition. They may help you produce. They may help you with your sound, your look. They could manage you. They could have all kinds of things to do with the exclusive release of your music and I'm just going to say it, the glory and the accolades that are waiting for you. I'm just getting a lot of public recognition, pile number 2. This is such a fun reading. I want to know who you are. I want to know what kind of music you play. I just feel like you have this voice that is just almost like Neptunian, like angelic. Wow. Okay. Whew. Yeah. Death and birth. Okay, so we had not this energy, but we did have death and rebirth in pile number 1 as well. And that was a different situation. But if you were at all called to pile number 1, I can see how that would completely resonate with this reading as well. So we do have a lot of death and rebirth, transformations. Capricorn and Scorpio, oh my gosh. Capricorn is initiation after initiation after initiation after initiation. And Scorpio is tower moment after tower moment after tower moment. And then Pluto hits and destroys everything, total blackness, to then rebirth. I just get that you have been through every kind of realization, awakening. I feel like there has been so much maturity that has taken place. I feel like these cards are the same but opposite. Like her mouth is covered, her eyes are closed. Like, of course, like she's not performing, she's not singing. She looks like death. Like she's completely the opposite of anything to do with what you're doing right now. I feel like this has been your energy for a long time. You may come in and out of bouts of depression. That could be a thing for you. But this person is lips sewn shut, eyes closed, asleep, or worse. That's so the opposite of where you're going to be and what you're doing now. Let's see. We actually have the number 13 here. Usually I associate death with number 8, but here we have 13, which is Aries, and that automatically will tell us about a rebirth. And we do have birth renewal. And there's actually a baby crying outside right now. More confirmation. I feel like one day you could definitely have a child, but this is kind of your time to shine. This is a Aries, a new birth for you of your consciousness, of your heart. We have just like all this beautiful energy about your heart. Sorry guys, so this is all about your heart chakra, clearing out your lower chakras. Pages also bring information, so you could possibly be receiving some information or sharing your gifts. Finally, I'm hearing. Finally sharing your gifts, but it is something of the heart. This is purely your your manifestation. Heart of gold. Wow. Okay. We also have the sun right above shining through her heart. I mean, there's so much Leo in this reading. Oh my goodness. And then we have the Seven of Wands, where she is literally pushing darkness out of the way. So all this death, all these transformations, all this heaviness that was put on you or whoever this person is, she's literally pushing that out of the way. This is the card of resilience, and I would just say grit and spunk. Like you're making room for the sun to shine. You are actively making choices to push darkness out of your life. It's time for the sun. It's time for your heart to grow. It's time for Leo. It's time to rebuild your home, heal the family, heal it. More than anything, this is about you being congratulated for healing yourself and taking the committed time to heal yourself. And then we have Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck with happy home. Happy, harmony, balance, constructive days. You know, this is all about structure and joy and peace. Very much a Cancerian energy here. All about the home. There's a lot of women in this card, and we do have the heart referenced a lot. So I'm just putting that out there. But yeah, this is your time to shine. Your time. This is your time. Your time. I get this feeling of, I'm getting a lot of Virgo, you helping other people a lot, which is so funny. Oh, goodness. Which is so funny because it looks like you were the one that needed nourishing or just like love, just basic human connection for a while. And it looks like I'm getting that you kind of spread yourself out around, maybe to protect people. But I'm really getting that that chapter's over. So much feminine energy. I really feel, we have birth. We've got this very maternal Queen of Pentacles. I really am understanding from this reading that you will be, for some reason, you will be the one to heal everybody. I'm getting maternal. I'm getting rebuilding the home. I'm not so much getting birthing a child. I'm getting birthing a project and birthing a new way of life connected to your public image and how much that is going to create just wealth and security and peace of mind in that way for you and your family and like home. I don't know what happened with the home, but there's a rebuilding of the home. There's lots of feminine maternal energy. There's also this like male Capricorn. It doesn't have to be a male, but I am getting like a more masculine Capricorn kind of initiating all of this craziness in our youth here. But you've been dedicated. You've been completely dedicated to, I feel like maybe even you felt like you were, there's a lot of earth coming through right now. Princess of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, all together here. I'm just getting so much about your family. Like this gift is in your DNA. Something traumatic happened with family or at home or in youth. And I'm just getting rebuilding your inner child, your consciousness. You have such work ethic. I'm getting that you kind of felt obsessed. Like you, with all the Scorpio and Aquarius energy, I get that maybe you couldn't let something go. Maybe you felt like it was haunting you. I'm getting a haunting and almost feeling like obsessed, like you have to look at this now kind of feeling. Like I'm getting like you couldn't put it down, you couldn't step away from it. It was something that was kind of eating at you or haunting you. But we did have the Wheel of the Year coming out earlier with the Sun and the Fortune. Okay, we just want 2 more cards, Spirit, 2 more cards about this person, place, or thing. I feel like this lucky, right place, right time, lucky encounter, or just perfect destiny. You'll be like, wow, if that had gone any other way, that wouldn't have happened, you know? It'll be one of those things where if anything wouldn't have happened the way it did, this opportunity wouldn't be here. And, you know, opportunities are when luck meets preparation, or luck is when, I don't know, you get the saying, I forget what it was right now, but you've been preparing, you've been dedicated, and your opportunity is about to come in. You're going to be seen in a different light. Taurus is all about words and speaking from the heart. We have Venus and Taurus. I think you might have Venus and Aries, Venus and Virgo. I'm getting a lot of like heart chakra, but I'm getting it in Virgo, which is on the descendant, which is kind of like a detriment placement for Venus. That could be something else that just perpetuated this need to heal completely from the inside out. Is you might have a Venus placement that's less than ideal, so it could have taken you longer to heal, is what I'm kind of hearing. But I also hear that Taurus, words, speaking, sound, and arts, and Venus really aligning. You're going to be seen in a different light. I feel like there's going to be a lot of like crush eyes looking at you, like kind of can't believing it's you, like in awe and just amazed. I feel like you really went into hermit mode for a long time, and once you're seen, I feel like people will really they'll fall in love with you again. I feel like you're very lovable. And just you're the whole package. You're just bubbly and you're fun and you're youthful. You are connected with your heart. You have this pure innocence, but you also have this maternal, like grounded, caring about the voiceless. I'm just like people that don't have a voice. I'm getting that you care deeply about that. And in this new chapter of your life, you're going to be able to address that in ways that satisfy your heart, because I feel like you had to retreat and you had to pull back, withdraw, and I feel like that could have really slowed down your process of healing as well. I feel like you didn't reach out to people very much. So we're healing our heart. We have flirtation, Venus and Sagittarius. I'm not surprised. You might get a bunch of DMs. This person, right place, right time person, they could kind of, they could get it too. They could be like, wow, this person's attractive, they're talented, they're passionate. Like they might kind of approach you with like, hey, like I think you're really talented. Maybe we'll go get a drink and talk about it, like kind of vibe. Like, or, I just feel like once you kind of set sail on whatever this amazing project is, that people will be looking at you differently. I feel like you'll get a lot more attention. Cupid's arrow coming in here, romance and flirtation. It is almost Valentine's Day. Keep that in mind. We do have the number 9 and the number 2 here. I think Valentine's Day is in 3 days, not quite 2 days. But 9 is about higher learning and about a public opportunity. And yeah, we do have the number 2 here, obviously, with this couple. All right, so maybe you're not used to that kind of attention, so maybe that's why that's coming up, is like, be ready to be adored. That's what I'm hearing. Be ready to be adored. And then we have more Capricorn, number 10, Venus in Capricorn with convention. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to count that as 4 cards directly resonating with the heart and Venus. So there's a lot about your heart and how this gift and all of these opportunities are going to come because you have this pure heart or this creative mind. And it's going to bring in a lot of attraction. We have convention. We do have a lot about romance here as well. And just overall, compatibility with another person. So this might lead to a more serious relationship with someone down the line. Right now, I'm really feeling like you are most beneficial to yourself in your own sovereign energy right now. I feel like you need that. That's really important right now, is for you to feel completely uninhibited and sovereign, because your ideas will be able to flow a lot more easily when you have been when you've been in the flow, Wow, this was such an amazing reading, pile number 2. Thank you so much for being with us, coming full circle here today, letting us unpack your life and to see where you're going. I am so inspired. I can't believe how beautiful this all was. If you guys wanted to listen to another pile, please do so. They are all very powerful today, so please keep in mind that it is a general reading. Whatever doesn't resonate, just go ahead and leave that behind and take the messages that empower you and propel you forward. All right, pile number 2, thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. All right, pile 3, if you chose In the World, Not of the World, number 34, then this is going to be your reading. 3 and 4 makes 7. We've had a lot of Libra energy today already. I think yesterday was the new year of the Chinese New Year, and we are entering the year of the dragon. That could be why there's so much Libra energy everywhere lately. But definitely in this reading, all 3 readings today, there's already been a lot of Libra. A lot of balance coming in. I feel like maybe since the pandemic, there's been a skew of balance, and I feel like all around the world, people are slowly coming into themselves, coming back into realignment. This crystal quartz is perfectly transparent. It is so clear. I can see everything. In fact, if I put it to the light, I know that it'll cast probably a couple rainbows. So we're dealing with rainbow energy. We're dealing with complete transparency. Look at her too. She's completely free in the world, not of the world. She is magic incarnated, which is pretty much what this is. Put it in a window, a bunch of rainbows show up. I mean, that's pretty magical. I'm getting the feeling that you are not you are not putting on for anybody anymore. I'm hearing that you are, if you used to be this kind of person that always cared what people thought, if you used to be this kind of person that maybe followed the same kind of reptilian kind of energy where it's just rigid and the same every day, a lot of fixed energy. I feel a lot of muted energy. Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces. I'm feeling a lot more adaptability, movement, transparency. I'm just feeling like you are not giving any fucks anymore. Pardon my French. Like, you are doing you now. You are not putting on fronts. You're not giving in to anyone else's desires except your own. I feel like you, the salmon here swimming upstream with all the fish, represents a lot of joy. Salmon, this is a very strong Sagittarius card. She's out in nature, in the trees, in the river, and the swimming fish are just a symbol of joy, more Sagittarius. She's got like all this, she's like a mermaidy kind of. But with Libra and balance, I feel like you cared a lot about how other people felt. You cared a lot about what other people thought. I feel like there was always this kind of checking. You know, Libra is a Venus sign. It's the higher Venus. We have Taurus and then we have Libra. And I'm feeling like that mature Venus is kind of like, I'm not going to care. I'm not going to worry, because that does not serve me ever. That has never served me well. I'm going to be exactly what I am. I'm going to be exactly who I am. I love who I am, is what this card says. This joy swimming against the current. I feel like you went with the flow to the point where it was detrimental to you, and there was a lot of people pleasing. Kind of get this idea of you just putting all your desires aside for someone. I'm getting a person. It's not a circumstance. I'm getting like Libra, especially because we have Libra here. I'm getting mature Venus, which means that you were in a certain different space for a while with Venus, a more immature space with Venus at one point. And this balance coming in is about, you know, you reclaiming that joy, because all the worry and all the care that you had in your relationships, like needing to have that approval, or maybe that's what I'm getting. I'm getting that you worried and you cared about what other people thought, and you kind of catered to their opinions. And not only did it make you miserable, I feel like there was no appreciation for the fact that you sacrificed your own needs. So there's this complete abandonment of anyone else's opinion at this point. Completely committed to nature and joy and all things natural and transparent and real. Okay, I feel like you were stuck in like some kind of mind game with, I'm just picking up on a group. It could be a work environment, but I'm picking up on more than one person letting you know their opinion, like their brutal opinion. Maybe just like, I'm getting like a conversation where someone's just kind of like going off on their opinions, but they're not thinking about how that criticism relates to the person in front of them. I'm kind of getting this thing where someone's just kind of like, oh, I hate when people talk so much, blah, blah, blah. And this person just happens to be, you know, as a known talker. And so I'm kind of just getting this feeling of like blatant criticism. I'm getting kind of like shocked by like how much of yourself you had to mask or kind of like keep concealed because it wasn't conventional or it wasn't comfortable for other people. I'm really getting that super strongly. Like repression, but out of your own free will, because you wanted approval or some kind of love or a connection with Libra. Yeah, I'm getting like a couple people just, I'm sorry to say this, but even behind your back, I'm getting just criticism, like nitpicking, getting like almost like these people have, like it's more than them just having a conversation, or like there's something about you and how free and independent or free-willed or bright and vibrant you are that makes people uncomfortable, someone uncomfortable. And I feel like that opinion was shared and like agreed upon for some reason. Like, yeah, like that pile number 3, they're just so much extra. And then whenever you're around these people, you want their approval. But I'm just getting like when you're with them, it's always like you're not good enough, or you're not the kind of person that they're looking for. And then I'm getting when you leave, it's just more of that kind of like you're not where you're supposed to be with these people. They are not your tribe. And I feel like you've been trying to fit in with tribe that isn't you. But obviously you are going out on your own. That could be metaphorically, like you could just be done with other people's opinions. And rightfully so. I'm getting that this is all kind of for no reason. Like, I feel like you're very aware and caring, and I feel like you have been a people pleaser in the past, but I don't feel like that's naturally. I feel like naturally you're just, there's something about this group of people maybe that you were really drawn to. Maybe it was work, maybe it was some kind of like recreational group. I'm not really sure. I'm just kind of feeling like they're not family, and they're not really as supportive of friends as they might seem. And I'm really getting super flaky people. So even if they seem semi-okay when you're with them, I feel like like you have this intuition that like you can't measure up, and it's not because you are not any of something. It is really because you are a lot more freedom and sovereignty and joy than these people even will ever allow themselves to feel or see. And so to each their own, no path is wrong, really. It's just that you've been repressed, and there's been some kind of liberation happening with this crystal quartz especially. It's like you can see clearly now, like there is expansion, there is clearing, there is just like so much clearing. If I had sage right now, do I have some sage? I kind of want to light some sage right now, just for the actual energy itself. But we're going to pull some cards instead. Okay. Yeah, I'm just getting like a really passionate person. A really loving, passionate person, like someone who is considerate of other people, and those people not being worthy of the consideration, and they just they don't appreciate it. They even, pick it apart, and getting, you helping someone and them just picking it apart. We're never going to be perfect, and not everyone in the whole world is always going to like us. There are definitely people that come into our lives to show us our worth, and sometimes they do that by challenging us and making us question our worth. Like, you think you're worth that? You really think so? And it makes you wonder, am I? And you contemplate. And if you are the person I think you are, pile number 3, I think you realized that you have been sleeping with the dogs. You have been in company that is not worth your time. You've been in company that's not worth your while. I'm getting energy vampires, emotional vampires. I'm getting people that really actually are not happy with their own lives. They're not happy with their own situations, and just nitpicking, especially really agreeable people. I see them picking apart really agreeable, helpful people, and you don't need that energy. Like, that's not even that shouldn't even be on your radar anymore. Yeah, we've got more nature here. So if you, you definitely have a connection with nature. It's funny because we're talking about this disconnect from these relationships, this like group of people, but you have an amazing clarity connection with nature, almost like a like you can communicate, you can read weather patterns. I'm hearing you can you're in tune. And I feel like going out into nature only enhances that more and more. Wow, we've had a lot of Pluto show up in all the readings today. We have card of death, transmigration. This could also be a physical move. I am getting that with the stone people knowing, going across the desert. And she's alone in this transmigration. So I think you just said, F this. I think you felt and you knew that it was a losing battle. Like it's not a battle you could ever win because you're not meant for these people, which is totally fine because we have medicine bag, treasure at the bottom of the deck. So it's really you're the treasure. When people can't see your worth, that's just because they're not for you. That's 100% what it is, not anything else. Not that you're not worth their time, not that, and it's nothing against them either. It's literally that in life we have people who are opposite or different than us, kind of emphasize how different we are from them to make us either reflect on it or recognize it. But you are definitely a treasure to hold. You are definitely unique. I'm hearing unique, exotic. You're not meant to be in like muggle energy. You're not meant to be in like, you're not meant to be repressed. Like you are a wild thing. You are I'm hearing a supernatural being. You are connected with nature on another level. So yeah, it could be hard to connect with people if you are like so keenly attuned to nature. There's got to be a balance, Libra, between how you connect with people and how you connect with nature. Because you can do both. It's literally, I feel like you do have a good connection with people. About 80% of the time, I feel like there's just like this group that you were trying to be a part of, or this, I'm just getting a group of people, a random group of people. I'm getting something from like a daily routine, so it could be work, but it could just be someone you see on a regular basis. They're just not, they don't vibrate as high as you. They see everything that's wrong with everything. And that's okay. That's their path. That's their journey. Don't try to change them. They're on that path for a reason. Do not try to change. You have left the situation, which is exactly what you should have done. Just leave the situation. All right. We're going to pull some Black Lilith oracle cards. Very cool. Like, yeah, just a sovereign, magical. So there's a reason why you were designed to be, I'm going to say like a wild woman. I think you were designed to be more of a sovereign human being. But I get this kind of feeling that you have always wanted to belong. Because we always want what we don't have. And sometimes if we're in like these never-ending situations with other people, we're just like, oh, I just want to be by myself for a minute. I just want some time. I just would love some solitude. And, sometimes when we're really unique and we're vibrating differently and we're just better off by ourselves, but it can get lonely, and I can see how you would want to implement more relationships into your life. This could be difficult because it's someone that you might admire. I'm getting that it's like some kind of person you admire that just kind of nitpicks everything, and so you're just like, okay, I'm fine without this. I'm gonna go. This isn't what I thought it was. This is killing me. Like, I'm just getting this, like, I'm gonna walk away now, which is perfect. That's exactly what you should have done. So now we're gonna pull from Black Lilith, please. Oh, when we get Black Lilith. Yeah. So there's something about you. I mean, obviously this card is just beautiful. Like, she's voluptuous, and that's really what Lilith can be about. She's about all of our really raw feminine emotions, all the way from, a young girl, every kind of emotion they can feel, all the way to the crone, the old lady, all the feelings and everything in between. It's all feminine, raw emotion. And it can, when people have Lilith in like their first house or their 10th house or their ascendant, it can bring about really like sexual vibes, because Black Lilith is about that raw feminine nature, and that is extremely passionate. And usually those people born with Lilith in one of their public or physical houses have a very sensual look to them. They have a very like sexy kind of appearance. So we are definitely getting that from everything here. I mean, even like this Death card, like her curves, the Sagittarius hips, like this is a reading purely about your magnetism and how physically attractive you are, which is interesting because I just feel like you're kind of like amazing and perfect, and you care about people, you care about nature, you have this beautiful way about you that's almost like guilty pleasure, or like a forbidden fruit. You could look like, you could be very, very attractive, and you could have really wanted to be a part of this group. And I do get that someone you admire was part of this group, and them kind of looking you up and down. I'm getting that they look you up and down and they don't take you seriously. I'm getting that all they see is this package of I feel like they look at you and they peg your personality for something 180 degrees different than your actual personality. I feel like these people, or this person that you admire, that you wanted to collaborate with, I feel like they don't actually know you at all, which is so interesting. Like it's like they have this, almost like initiation into their circle. I'm not getting a cult vibe at all. I'm actually getting more like work, but I'm just getting that you wanted to fit into this kind of conclusive environment, and this authority figure or person that you were excited to work with, kind of not taking you seriously, nitpicking everything you do. This could be out of just like, they could just be attracted to you because people do weird things when they're attracted to people. Like, it's just like their mind doesn't go where it would usually go. If you didn't look like this, I feel like this person wouldn't be as intensely on you about the things you do or say. But I feel like your actions and your words are really not, and I feel like they're all peaceful, loving, and like caring words. And I feel like this person thinks that you're all you are is a face, or like you don't have any substantial, I'm getting that they don't think you have anything substantial besides your looks, which I'm flabbergasted by that, because that could be the furthest thing from the truth for anybody. I mean, if that's the person you are and that's what you're into and that's all you're into, that's totally fine. But to completely dissect a person to be only valuable based on their aesthetic look and think they have literally nothing else to offer, even if that's just love and caring, that's just a spiteful person. That's just a person that is trying to figure out where you came from, why you are as amazing you are. Okay, so I don't feel like you've let this person kind of like dampen your spirit, but I feel like they definitely tried. I don't even think maybe they tried. I feel like it's one of their natural states to just be kind of critical. They could be a Scorpio, they could be a Capricorn. Oh man, cool. But yeah, I'm getting that like you are a very sensual being, and they just like either they can't compute what that means, and they find it suspicious, or they find like you're too nice, like no one's that nice. Like I get that this person is practical and like really earthy, and like I get that they're down to earth, but you're not from Earth. You're here for humanity, to help humanity, and you were trying to be a part of this collaboration, but you obviously are too bright a light for that place, wherever that place was. She's walking into white light because that is exactly where she came from. So we have Jupiter return benefits. I feel like leaving this place, leaving this toxic person who's not even happy with their own situation, that was the best move you could have made. And your guides, your ancestors, whoever protects and leads you through this journey, because you definitely are some kind of like star child. We have 2 moons here, 2 crescent moons here. So this is coming about right now because you had to learn your worth. You had to understand that dynamic. I feel like you didn't understand it for a while. Like you just kept trying to please them. You just kept trying, like persistently trying to care for someone, and they just either, they weren't enthusiastic, or they were dismissive, or they were kind of like reluctant to ever engage with you. And when they did, it was just criticism and just bad vibes. And I'm really sorry about that. But your guides are letting you know with 49 turns into 13, which is 4. There's a place in your heart that is regrowing from this, and you will receive actual tangible benefits. I want to look into see what kind of benefits. Okay. That is so crazy. Okay, so like actual benefits from this move, this leaving of the situation. Yeah, you are too bright a light to be wherever you were, and it was not only holding you back emotionally, I feel like it was holding you back financially. What the hell? Like, I don't know. I think it had to do with work. It must have had to do with work, because there's a draining of finances that happened. And you were like, what? Like, I feel like, sorry guys, I feel like when you realized that this was not only emotionally dissatisfactory, it was actually like tangibly, like in the 3D plane, like you were losing money maybe, and you were like, that's it. Can't gamble my foundation. And then we have passion, desire, and fire. Okay, so you are like even her hair is red. Like, you are a passionate, fiery star child, and not everyone's going to understand that. In fact, most of the world is not going to understand that. And I think you understand that. I think that's what's funny, is that like you are finally okay with understanding and knowing and living this life that you are a shooting star. You can't waste your energy and your light and your time on people that don't even appreciate it, people that don't reciprocate it, and people that will never thank you, remember it, or it's just like there's just zero progress made with this group of people. And I don't think it's meant to go anywhere. I think it was just meant to point out exactly how you're not like them. I feel like you were trying to like fit in. Yeah, this has something to do with your routine. This has something to do with Virgo, your like daily walk about the neighborhood. I don't know. It could be a family member. This could be a family dynamic. I really am getting more work, and like this was not good for your finances in some aspect. But it was all just to show you, ironically, how much you're worth. That no amount of money can put a price on, but you are actually going to be rewarded. Saturn and Jupiter return benefits. You're going to be rewarded for being strong, being independent, and actually committing to the fact that you deserve better. Because you do. I mean, if you don't think you do, then that is a problem. But you definitely do. And you're definitely coming into this space where you're receiving with enthusiasm, Sagittarius. So we've got a lot of Libra, Sagittarius. I'm getting a lot of Aries with all the red hair and the fire. So we've got that polarity of Aries and Libra coming through. If you want to check out your 1st and 7th houses in your chart, or your Libra Aries houses in your chart, those might be significant in your new journey, because Libra is relationships and Aries is the new beginning of the new path, the new journey, the new chapter. So I don't know how long you hung out. I don't know how long you tried to hang with this group of people, but it feels like from the get-go, it was like, oh, she's attractive. That's it. And then if you did anything wrong, I feel like it was a nitpicking situation. So that's not fair. The nicest person in the world would get fed up with that. So don't fret that you did anything wrong or that you weren't enough, because that just simply flat out is not the case in any capacity. This is purely about an unhappy person. There's a quote that there are no good and bad people. There's only happy people and miserable people. And I think that's really true. Yeah, you are like a shining star. You have all this glow and innocence, and it's returning back. Like if you lost any of your sparkle or your bubbly, joyful, like goodness, I feel like you're a really lovable person. And this like Scrooge or this like Grinch or whoever you have been in contact with in the most recent past, like they were just helping you see like exactly where you're supposed to go or not go. So this is realized with the knowledge card. Innocence, knowledge, like you didn't deserve that at all. I hope you have like moved past this person and you're not holding on to them at all, because they are not worth holding on to, first of all. And also you're just meant for better things, and we can't really get on to better things until we've let go. And you are definitely gifted. There's no question in this entire reading that you are like a supernatural, like star child. You probably are, you communicate with nature so well. I bet you're just naturally good at tarot. I bet you just read energy really effortlessly. And I feel like there's lots of reasons for this person, this negative Nancy, to have singled you out. Like, you're obviously like, you glow, you sparkle. Like, of course, like the darkest lights want to put out the brightest lights, right? And the darkest lights are attracted to the brightest lights, and vice versa. So it's like, yeah, of course that happened the way it happened. I'm sorry it happened, but I think there's only gratitude on the other side of it, because, wow. Hidden in plain sight, we have the moon. So it's like, yeah, duh. Getting out of here. We do have a full moon. We had 2 crescent moons at the beginning, and now we have a full moon. So I am getting a lot about the moon cycles for you. Maybe by this next full moon, something will have shifted in your finances, shifted in your benefits. So we do have a full moon in Virgo. Let's see, we have 18 here, which is also Virgo. 18 is the number for Virgo. That's a coincidence, isn't it? So we have a full moon in Virgo happening almost in exactly 2 weeks. I feel like by then something will have shifted. I feel like you've already made this move, a lot of Sagittarius energy. I feel like you went a distance away. That already happened. So I feel like we are in this space where we've made room, like we've made lots of room. And by another cycle, something will have shifted. I love it. All these readings today have been so awesome, like powerful, empowering, clearing, energizing, passionate. Like, I just love it. So yeah, we did start new moon in Aquarius, and we are coming into full moon 2 weeks. That is Western. If you do Vedic, that'll be a different full moon. I believe it'll be Leo, full moon in Leo in Vedic. Please don't quote me, because when I channel, I feel like some of my common sense goes out the window. Some things, you go into a different headspace when you channel, so don't quote me on that, but there is a full moon happening in 2 weeks. So Spirit, can we get some more information about where this shooting star, this bright light, is going? What they're doing? Why? Like, what is going on here? I want some more information. Yeah, you're a very loving, lovable, caring soul. You don't need to waste your time with ogres and Grinches. That's not even... So, like, you woke up. I feel like you tried to make this work for a while, and you finally, like, wised up, woke up, we're lucid, we're awake, we're passionate. Yeah. This was all just to, I mean, there's no coincidence, there is nothing but destiny, and this whole, like, sour-tude situation, I feel like this person just had, like, a sour attitude all the time, and I feel like it was just an initiation for you to understand and wake up to the fact that you are not supposed to live a normal life. You're not here to live conventional terms. You can communicate with nature. You have a heart the size of Texas, probably. Like, you're just one of those people that resonates just a high frequency and deep levels at the same time. And you have come to realize that probably from an uncomfortable awakening, like an uncomfortable situation you probably did. You probably thought for a while, like, I don't fit in anywhere. Nothing I do is ever meant for me. I don't know why I can't make this work. I've tried everything. I've been so nice to this person. They won't give me a chance. I'm just getting like so much frustration and like dead ends, kind of feeling like I don't understand why I'm trying so hard and nothing is happening. And it's truly because you were in the presence of company that you weren't meant to thrive with. And so leaving that situation is literally the best thing you could have done for your finances, for all of your health, wealth, well-being, all of it. And so we have a timeless spell for protection and deflecting negativity. You know what I'm saying? They were just so negative, like they had nothing good to say ever. And I feel like that only reinforced your good nature even more. Like this Capricorn initiation. Capricorn is concrete, it's solid, and I feel like you needed to solidly understand that you are divine, you are super, you are special, and it's for a purpose. Like, you know, you didn't just come down here for your health, obviously. You came down here with a passion and a mission. You were meant to thrive financially through your unique gifts specifically. Like, you're not meant to do that 9-to-5 thing. And honestly, like, that is kind of losing traction in society anyway. I feel like with AI happening, also with so many people tapping into the fact that they can work from home, I feel like there will be a lot more people working from home, online, or for themselves in the future. So these old paradigms of, I don't know, I'm just getting that you were in this kind of like, you saw something traditional and secure and that was attractive and alluring to you, but this person that was head of this traditional thing, or this, maybe it was like a job that was just like, I'll just say it because I'm getting a lot of Libra, and maybe like you were at a law firm. Maybe you were at, like, you wanted a specific law firm, and like your boss just never really saw your true talent, or just something like this atmosphere is just so polar opposite of you. I'm just getting like really sterile, almost like government, like Capricorn. I'm just getting like almost depressing, but it is traditional. I can see why you would think it was like sturdy or dependable. But its energy is just not for you. You're meant to like sparkle and shine, like literally, and you are not meant to waste your time on miserable people. Only if, you know, they want help, and only if they are clearing their own path. You're not there to change anybody. You're not meant to save anybody. Like, this person just is who they are, and they just were who they were with you so that you could understand your worth. We got more moon energy. I'm telling you, it's like, you know, when the moon is new and it's in the sky, but it's completely dark and you can't see it. I feel like that's kind of what this new opportunity is, and why the full moon in Virgo, or in 2 weeks, will illuminate this opportunity, I feel, because I feel like it's always been there, but it's been in the shadows. Like, you haven't seen it, or you've been too focused on other things, maybe. And I feel like this change, this cycle, this full moon will illuminate whatever new opportunity has been there the whole time. It's interesting. It's been there the whole time. That makes sense, though, because, I mean, even if even if we are destined for something, sometimes it's just a matter of time. Maybe we have things to learn, so. All right, and we've got the Queen of Pentacles again. And I say that because she came out in pile number 2. Very dramatic like this. Like, here I am. Like, aren't you happy to see me? Look what I have for you. Look who I am now. I'm maternal. I'm steady. I'm grounded. I'm abundant. I know exactly who I am. I can nourish people. Like, this is a very confident, stable woman. And she has nothing but her arms full and open, ready to assist and nurture and help. It's just like, this is what this person missed out on. Like, this is your true self, even as a star being, even as like a light child or a rainbow child. Like, you have this in you to be so sturdy and so reliable. And that person missed out on that. They couldn't get past your appearance. They couldn't get past either how you looked or how other people saw you. They were just very always aware of the fact that you are very sensual, and they couldn't get past it. That's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing in any regard. Even lawyers have to have like this empathy. They have to have like, yeah, I'll stop mentioning lawyers. I'm not saying that it was a law firm. I'm just getting that it was just 180-degree difference from your energy completely. And I'm getting a lot of Sagittarius here, so we could be dealing with Gemini energy. And you're bigger than that. You're more than that. You're a rainbow, you know? So, oh my goodness. Okay, so all 3 piles today, we've had Mad Libra and just like so much Earth, Capricorn. If you resonated with any of the other piles, I highly recommend going to check them out, because it's just kind of in the air right now, all this Pluto and Libra. A lot of transformations in relationships and balance in our circumstances. Very cool. All right. Whoa. So this person that was kind of awful to you, I was feeling that they had a Scorpio placement, like a really strong Scorpio placement in their chart, but we have the moon in Scorpio with power, and I feel like that was where this other person was coming from. They were just coming from their place of power. So whatever circumstance it was just about this person keeping their power, and how your distracting appearance didn't do them any favors, really. And I think that's what they were upset about. Wow. You're coming into union with someone that reciprocates your beauty. Not only reciprocates it, they are your counterpart. So all this beautiful, lovable, otherworldly, lovely energy that's showing up for you today is also showing up in this Jupiter return benefits. coming into union with a person or people or a public situation that reciprocates. Like reciprocates, has your energy, is just as vivacious, vibrant, powerful. I feel like this person saw your attractiveness, and I just think it's a male. I do. It could be a female for some people, but I'm just getting that this person just took you for face value, and the fact that you are so attractive, I feel like threatened their environment. I feel like they were trying to like protect their environment, and so they tried to find everything that was wrong with you to make other people not be as bedazzled by you, you know, like just I feel like you created some good relationships with some of these people, but there was one in particular that turned the whole cart bad, and you just said, no, this is ridiculous. And you're coming into this powerful time in your life. Like, this is also you and your power, taking your power back, being empowered, and this person coming in and reflecting and mirroring exactly who you are to you, just to solidify it to you even more of what you are truly and what you deserve. We also have Mars in Taurus with defense. Now, I know that you are lovable, and I know that you are a caring, nurturing soul, but I do feel like you do have we do have two twos here. They're both Taurus, Jupiter and Mars. So I do feel like you still have some walls up or some defensive nature up. I feel like you haven't come into contact or union with this counterpart yet, and I feel like you're still in your daily routine kind of keeping your guard up, keeping to yourself, like resonating in nature. I'm just getting like you exited a situation that wasn't ideal, and you're kind of taking your time right now to just be alone. To just like soak up and regrow some of that magic that you lost. To all this like, this pit of just complaints, and I don't know, it's just like, just getting a lot of verbal complaining. Wow. You know, I need one more card. I guess we're going to pull another from the Sacred Rebels, which is what all the piles have a card from this deck today. I really love the Sacred Rebels deck. So I didn't pull any other cards really today from this deck, but I just need like, I don't know, I need a before and after. I need like I don't know how it can get much better than this. Like, she's free, she's naked, she's dancing in nature. Like, there's nothing about that looks uninhibited. Like, she has completely arrived in her element. I don't know how it can get much better than that, but I just kind of want one more card, Spirit, as to what the future holds for this pile number 3. Guys, are you kidding me? Oh my God. Didn't we have another 13 somewhere? I thought we did. Okay, so Jupiter return, 49 turns to 13, and 13 is Aries, and that is a 4. And now we have 13 that becomes a 4 with the power of attraction. You are meeting your counterpart, your other half, whatever you want to call it. You have called in the person to reciprocate, the person to mirror just how magical you are. Yeah, because this old situation, it's like not only was there not any reciprocation, there just wasn't any appreciation. None. And this is, I mean, we're just full circle coming back to your energy. I was saying that we went 180 degrees the other way, and now we are coming back full circle to your energy and your counterpart that mirrors your magic and is just as in love with the world as you are. I'm hearing you're so in love with the world, nature. You just are completely enamored, and I guess that's why she's naked in nature, just looking completely like there's nothing else she could ever possibly need, because you're that connected. And this person is just as connected. They're going to, they're just going to accentuate your shine. They don't want anything from you. They don't necessarily want to put you in any situation that isn't ideal for you anymore. I feel like they just want to come in and be that mirror of love and of that pure joy of life that you are. Wow. I can't believe I wanted one more card, and that's... wow. That's just amazing. And you see this ball of light they're holding. The Queen of Pentacles, is also holding that ball of light. And I feel like that is something to give the world as well. You have come back to yourself. You've come back to your knowing and resonating with what you deserve. And this ball of light they're both holding so carefully. It's really inspiring to see someone stand up for themselves, exit a toxic situation, and be rewarded either by your ancestors or destiny with your mirror and your other half and your partner through this. So beautiful. I just am in love with this reading, all these readings. At the bottom of the deck, we have Sacred Fool with a 40, getting a number 4 accentuated. So this is definitely about your happiness, your innate spirit, because 4 is Cancer. It's where we retreat. It's where we recharge our batteries. And I feel like you're just naturally this very delightful, creative, and lover of life. You deserve that in return. And that's what's happening for you finally. Awesome. All right, pile number 3. This was very inspiring. Thank you so much for coming in for another reading. If there are any other piles that you wanted to have a listen to, please do so. I have really loved hearing about your journey and all of the journeys here today. If you did like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and I will see you all at the next reading. Thank you so much. Have a good day, guys.